I'm giving a warning, not really. There is a fan in my room, so if you are hearing that, because it is so hot out, that I need a fan. So yeah. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. So let's get on. Let's go, lovelies. Saturday morning, at home. It it was around 10 p.m., the day after the school club rush. As I was going through my closet in desperation need of clothes, sadly, once moving into this house, I guess that uncle of mine assumed that I wouldn't need that much clothes. All that was already all that was already there for me was a sweater, 2 hoodies, 3 skirts, 2 pairs of jeans, and a pair of sweatpants. I'm amazed that I didn't get bullied by Tengen as much as I thought I did. Well, I thought I would, even though my closet was this boring. Buzz, buzz, buzz. I stick my leg through the pant legs and make my way to my desk to check my phone. Tanjo had texted me. He must have been replying to the picture that I sent him of the shampoo I use. I felt bad since I had completely forgotten to send that picture right after school when I got home. I knocked out as if there was no tomorrow. And it was the shampoo of the Lovable and its strawberry scent. Sorry if you use something else. Tanjiro. Oh, I know that brand. Krenis? I think that's how you say it, is the brand. It's very expensive, so that's why it smells nice. That reminds me, do you think the mall sells this type of shampoo? I'm running low. Tanjiro. I'm pretty sure they do. We can check if you want. Yes, thank you so much, Tanjiro. Are you going to come pick me up, or do I need to meet you there? Tanjiro. I was just thinking of meeting at the Wisteria Cafe. Wisteria Cafe? That name sounds familiar. Tanjiro. Have you been there? No, but it sounds pretty, and like I've told you, I just moved recently, so I don't know anything. Tanjiro. Cafe Wisteria is one of the most popular cafes around. They have the best desserts too. Do they? Do they have input your favorite dessert? Tanjiro. Yep, they have everything unimaginable. Could we swing by there when we meet up? Tanjiro. Yes, if you want to. Actually, I wanted to ask if you wanted to go there, but you had beat me to it. Really? I didn't. What do you mean? You want to take me anyways? Tanjiro. The other guys and me thought of it as an apologies for what happened with Inosuke. We're really sorry again. Tanjiro. It's okay. You don't need to go out of your way for this. Tanjiro. It's no trouble. Plus, since you're new around here, this is a good chance to show you around. Alright then. I can't say no to you, Tanjiro. Tanjiro. Let's meet up outside the school, yeah? Okay. Meeting a spot outside of Kibetsu High. Yin-chan! Zenitsu's voice exclaims, jogging towards me with his arms opening for a hug. Behind him followed Tanjiro, smiling. A grummy-looking Inosuke and Genya, who looked nervous to meet the girl. Zenitsu! Yin returns the hug. Yin-chan is hugging me. Zenitsu sighs, clearly elevated. I can die happy. No, you're not dying just yet. Not until you take me to the Wisteria Cafe. Yin shakes the dazed Zenitsu by the shoulders. I want to try their insert favorite dessert, sorry. Tanjiro has hyped me up for them. Tanjiro chuckles. Yeah, I have. Come on, it's this way. Tanjiro leads the group to the cafe. So when are we going for that rematch? Inosuke speed walks next to Yin. Rematch? Yin repeats. Tanjiro and Zenitsu quickly intervene. No, fighting for today, Inosuke. Zenitsu walks slightly closer to the boy in case he were to be needed to be held back. No duels today. Anyways, we're here. Tanjiro quickly intervenes with Inosuke. Wisteria Cafe. Cafe Wisteria. Cafe Wisteria was one of the most popular attractions. What? Okay. One could find. Known for being the hottest spot to hang out and chit-chat or to just relax, the cafe is always bustling, full of life. Day in out, every day was a work day for this cafe, as it was almost eternal. I think it's supposed to be eternal. Yeah, like that they provided their customers. And the 5 first years entered and take their seats at the empty table as a handsome male barista arrives with a notepad. Hello, welcome to Cafe Wisteria. How may I take your order? The male barista kindly asked. At the young first years, his eyes met with Yin, in which his eyes suddenly paused, but then smiled down at Yin before glancing at the other boys she was accompanied with. Yin notices a menu card on the table. She picks it up and reads its contents. There it is, her favorite dessert. And turns out they had a crazy amount of other desserts. Cheesecakes, tiramisu, sundaes, and even boba. This place was heaven. The boys, including the barista, watched as Yin was blown away at Cafe Wisteria's vast menu. Her eyes twinkled in awe as her mouth began to water by the slightest, just even reading the dessert names. Ugh, just hurry up and pick one. Inosuke rolls his eyes, impatient. Inosuke, don't rush her. It's her first time. Saying to schools, take your time, Yin-chan. Can I have insert favorite dessert? Yin's eyes sparkled up at the barista. Yeah, of course. He was slightly surprised to see the female first year this excited. He's never seen anyone this excited at Cafe Wisteria's menu before. He couldn't deny that she was just a little bit cute. Her first time here, the barista's voice doesn't reach Yin, as it was mainly directed to the boys accompanying her. Yeah, she just moved here, Tanjiro responds, throwing the girl a little glance. Just moved here, huh? And what would you gentlemen like? The male barista quickly goes back to his job, once learning that Yin was new around here. I'll take the milk tea boba, Tanjiro nods. Lemonade tea boba for me, Zenitsu answers. Fruit smoothie, Inosuke grunts. A coffee, bitter, Genya replies, eyes closed. All right, please wait a few minutes. Your orders will arrive shortly. And with that, the barista leaves, leaving the group to themselves. Anyone who's a barista, I feel so bad for you because you have to deal with so many rude customers, but keep up the great work. So, Ian, what do you think? Tanjiro stops himself when he sees Yin's eyes still glued on the menu like a child. Her eyes twinkled as she made little surprised and shocked gasp at the menu. Whoa, that red velvet cake looks amazing! Oh, but those cake pops! Tanjiro smiles softly, seeing this childlike personality of Yin. Zenitsu squeals at how adorable he thought Yin was. Inosuke was still tending to fighting Yin, but couldn't deny how vulnerable she looked. He half said anger breaths, turning away and facing the window. Genya sits in silence, ignoring Yin as he was glued to his phone. After all, Genya was always shy around girls. It's not like he could ever hold a proper conversation with one. Several minutes passed as the male barista from before comes back with her orders. And here you are, young miss. The barista smiles down at her. Your insert favorite dessert here. I put in some good words that it was your first time here. This is a larger serving of insert favorite dessert than our usual. Please enjoy. Aww. Yin stares up at the barista, grateful for what he has done. Thank you so much. The barista paused, his eyes softened before his smile getting bigger than before. Of course. With that, he leaves, and everyone digs into their orders. After eating/drinking, the group leaves the cafe. Since you're still new around here, you haven't seen the mall nearby, haven't you, Yin-chan? Zenitsu asks. No, although I do need some new clothes. My closet. Yin's voice fades off as she thoughts drift to her bearing and nearly empty closet. My closet is really lonely. Lonely? Is that some code for you wanting to go to the mall and waste money? Inosuke snorts. If you were all going to the mall, go alone. Genya turns away from the group. I'm out of here. Are you really leaving, Genya? Yin asks. She was a little disappointed that she didn't want to head to the mall with. She was a little disappointed that he didn't want to head to the mall with them. Genya's eyes widened, realizing that Yin was talking to him. Genya? Tanjiro tries to stop the boy but stops himself and sighs. Genya was already gone. It was all just the four of them. If he's leaving, then me too, Inosuke huffs an angry breath. He glares at Yin. If you think I'm going to forgive you, in your dreams, get ready on Monday. You're going to rematch. Inosuke points an index finger at Yin before stomping away. I'm sorry, but when I was reading Inosuke's line, I flipped my hair back. I'm sorry. Inosuke, Tanjiro calls out to the other boy, but no avail. Tanjiro sighs once more. I'm sorry, and I wanted us to all get along with you today, but that Inosuke ain't said that if he forgives you, if anything, Yin-chan's the one who's allowed to be doing the forgiveness, not that bore, Zenitsu scoffs, with his arms crossed. It's all right. Yin waves her hands dismissively. Those two just need a little more time. For now, let's go to the mall. Mall, your POV. With only Tanjiro and Inosuke, the two led me to the biggest shopping mall I've ever seen. If anything, it's like a fancy shopping district. The buildings we entered had several stories of luxury named brands. Oh my god, these are rip-off versions I'm not going to be able to say. It says Gucci. I'm sorry, but it says Gucci, Karma, and even Dois Sutens. This place was even shopping-holic dream. I'm sorry, I can't get over Gucci. I'm sorry, I need to grow up. Wow, the words escaped my mouth without realizing the building's lights nearly blind me. So, do you like it, Yin-chan? Zenitsu pops Zenitsu pops his head into my view with a smile. Like it? It's amazing, I exclaimed, walking over to the clothes store with clothes that had caught my eye. Ooh, these look so cute. I had to try them on. I suddenly stopped myself when realizing there was also Tanjiro and Zenitsu behind me. I shouldn't hold them like this. Thanks for showing me the mall, guys. You don't have to come along with me if you don't want to. It's okay, Yin. Tanjiro smiles. I promised today I would show you around. I can't ditch you just like that. Zenitsu nods. I'm not leaving your side, Yin-chan. I chuckle at how cute the two boys were acting. Okay then, let's go shopping together. After a half an hour of wandering from store to store, I bought several bags of new clothes, including my new bottle, I think it's Creases or something like that, strawberry shampoo, using my uncle's money. Tanjiro and oh my god, I keep saying Inosuke. Tanjiro and Zenitsu had also bought themselves new clothes. We're now walking past another store when there was a good smell that caught my attention. Are those croissants? I asked, sniffing the air. Tanjiro answers, also sniffing the air. They smell really good too. Are you hungry, Yin-chan? Zenitsu asked. I'll buy some for you, Yin-chan. The three of us make our way to the food store, selling croissants. There was a line formed. We got into the line where we put down some of our shopping bags due to them being heavy. Yin-chan, I'll pay for you so you don't have to worry about it. Zenitsu giggles closer to me. And not me? Tanjiro jokes chuckingly. Zenitsu, there's no need to. It's fine, Yin-chan. Zenitsu beams, full of heart eyes. As long as it's for you, I'll buy you whatever you want. And Tanjiro, you're not a pretty girl, so the answer is no. Third person. Oh, this is getting spicy. Sorry. Mall. With the Hashira and Kazuki. Yen and her friends weren't the only ones in the mall at that time. The same time, all the 9 Hashira were present at the mall, also shopping along. Although most of the shopping was done by the other members of the Hashira, Giyu Tokita barely bought anything. I think that I'm sorry. I think this pair of underwear would look very flashy on Giyu. Dangan Uzui points to the men's underwear on the mannequin. What's the point in buying them if no one's going to see them? Giyu replies. Oh, this would look great on you, Giyu. Shinobu Kocho gestures to a trash can beside the group. Ha ha, very funny. Giyu gives Shinobu a dead look. I am running out of groceries. Gome had. Oh my god, I can never say this. Gome Hemicha. I know that's wrong, but Gome mutters. Might have to swing by the supermarket on my way home. I think I will accompany you also, Gome. Kojiro overhears Gome speaking. Since it's Sanjiro's first time living alone from home, I forgot he still is a growing kid. He eats a lot more than me. Oh, he eats a lot like me. Come on, I keep trying to say Yurichi. It's Yushiro. Yushiro. Michiro Togeda tugs on his twin brother's sleeve. I want to check out the new games. Yushiro Tokita grumbles, but complains with his little brother's request. Although the older twin brother was not a fan of the Hashira, he knew that he just had to bear with it, just for today at least, for Michiro's gaming's sake. Ooh, these socks look so cute. Michiro Kochiro presses herself against the clothing store glass. They're kinda ugly. Sanami Shinagasawas make a face. Anyways, so rude. Kane Kocho pounce over Sanami's shoulder. I think they're very cute. Don't listen to Sanami, Mitsuri. He's got no taste. What did you? Do you want to say? Oh, do you want them? Obanai Iguro looks at the socks. I can buy them for you. No, it's okay, Obanai. Mitsuri beams. I'm saving up for something I really want. It was no secret that Obanai Iguro took a liking towards Michiro Kochiro. Who wouldn't? She was nice, cheerful, strong. Anyone would like someone like her. And that anyone is Obanai Iguro. Everything about Mitsuri was completely the opposite of the boy. However, seeing her struggle through the hardships of schoolwork from middle school and on to high school made him serve to do everything he can to at least make her life easier. Even if it was just a little bit, gifts were an easy to show his affection for her without much words. Suddenly, Mitsuri's stomach grumbles loudly, making all the Hashira stop in their tracks. I'm sorry, please don't look at me. Mitsuri covers her red face as Shinobu giggles. How about we go eat? I just realized these are churros, not croissants. I want croissant. I'm putting them as croissant. I don't give a flip. Meanwhile, over with the Kazukis, Muzan wasn't present for their shopping trip because he believed it was completely and utterly useless. Especially since he buys everything online. Ooh, these skirts look really cute, Taki exclaims. Her hands were on a clothing store window. Oh, and these shoes totally match it too. Do you want to go in? And Mu is the first to ask, raising his head from his phone. Can't, Taki pouts. Only window shopping for today. If you want it, you can use my money, Gitaru offers to his little sister. Daki's eyes light up. Really? Can I? Gitaru smiles at his sister as he takes out his wallet from his pocket. He hands Daki some money before she happily runs off and into the clothing store. The Kazuki stand waiting outside. Aw, sweet sibling love. Doma clasps his hands together. Oh, shut up. Gitaru rolls his eyes. Are you 5 hungry? Akaza looks up from his phone, snuffing the air. 'Cause I am, and those croissants smell bomb. I don't care. I know they're churros, but I'm saying croissants. Now that you mention it, Kayaku also sniffs the air. It smells good too. I'm down for croissants, but what do What do we do about Daki? Kogashiba asks. She's probably gonna take hours. I'm back, and yes, let's go get croissants. Daki happily skips back to the Kazuki, empty-handed. You didn't buy anything? Ito asks. They all looked ugly on me. Plus, I'm a little hungry. Daki chuckles. The Kazuki also headed towards the delicious-smelling croissant food stall. The small croissant-selling stand was the one the Hashira were headed, and the one Yin and her friends were waiting in line. It's been several minutes since Yin, Tanjiro, and Zenitsu got in line, waiting to order croissants. Tanjiro and Zenitsu casually talk to the girl as she felt comfortable around them. Alas, from the fact that they weren't real. Ha! Really? Did that actually happen? She giggles at Tanjiro's story of how he first met with Zenitsu. Similar to the anime, Zenitsu was begging a girl to date him until Tanjiro stepped in. Yes, and it was truthfully just disappointing sight. Tanjiro sighs. Hey! Zenitsu exclaims. Just then, there was some people arguing really loudly behind the three, but just as Yin about to turn her head to the rowdy scene behind her, Zenitsu just sighs, making her stop midway. It's always like this. People be arguing about how long the line is. Really? Yin turns to Zenitsu. Yeah, since the croissants here are what people mainly come to the mall for, Tanjiro exclaims. Whoa. Those must be some insanely good croissants, she says. Now I need to try some. Is that who I think it is? Toma's voice rings. My lovely Shinobu and even Kane. Is this a dream? Say another word and that will be a black eye, Shinobu coldly responds. I'll poke it. I'll poke. Put your other eye. Kane grins at the Kazuki member. Itaru tisks loudly, expressing how he felt of Tengen. No, all the handsome Hashira is present. Seeing you walk around so freely makes me hate you even more. Jealous as always, Tengen jeers. Picking a fight with us even on the weekend, Sanemi scoffs. Damn bastards don't have anything better to do. It was just you, Hashira, who picked a fight with us. Enri looks up from his phone. Even followed us here to the mall. Oh, shut up. Michiro rolls his eyes, taking them off his phone. Admit it, you followed us here. You know, the adults are talking. Kokushibo looks down at Michiro, who glares daggers back at him before flipping him off. What did you say to him? Yushiro's eyes glower a glare up at Kokushibo. How about going up with someone your size? Oh my god. Gomei intervenes with Michiro and Kokushibo. Clearly you need to be taught some manners. Is that Rengoku? Akaza grins deviously. Let's settle this things right here and right now. Better not run off like before. Kojiro chuckles, cracks his knuckles. Oh, Mitsuri. Daki giggles with her hands over her mouth, glaring at Mitsuri. It seems that you're slacking off in practice, considering that you're here today. It's the weekend! Mitsuri glares back. Could say the same about you, though, Daki. Where's the asshole of your leader of yours? Obanai squints behind the Kazuki, noticing that Muzan wasn't there. Doing his dirty work again, he tisks. What a bunch of dogs. Why don't you worry about the problem in front of you? Kayuku wrinkles Obanai. You can't even beat us in a fight. So why you thinking so far ahead of Muzan? The air turns tense as the Hashira and Kazuki were closely jumping one another. Nobody knew who was the first to intimidate the fight, but someone threw a shopping bag full of clothes. I'm guessing I know who that is, probably. But the bag comes lying to the back of some poor girl's head, who was waiting in line for some croissants. Yin-chan! Zenitsu exclaims. Yin! Tanjiro shouts, rushing to her side. The two boys yelp. Oh, help Yin up and look behind her for the culprits. Eventually, only 2 culprits turned out. There was a lot of them. The Hasha and the Kazukis, who stood wide-eyed and the knocked down Yin. My Yin! Doma is the first to speak. It's great to see you here. Yin stands up with the help of Tanjiro and Zenitsu, as she wore a ghastly expression. Was it because of the hentai club? Are you here to make fun of me? The sudden unbearable tense air from before disappeared as the 2 groups found themselves sort of at ease at the sight of Yin. Yin, it's not because of that, Mitsuru exclaims, with a hand covering her mouth. She was trying to hold back her laughter. Yeah, honest, Daki exclaims, eyes wide before turning away, covering her mouth. Pfft. The rest of the Hashira and Kazuki couldn't meet Yin in the eyes, as their mouths would curl up into smiles. Tanjiro and Zenitsu couldn't help but join in. Well, Yin sternly grumbles, grabbing the thrown bag, then picking up dropped clothes and putting them back in the bag, with the help of Tanjiro and Zenitsu. Newsflash, I'm not in that club anymore, so you can all stop laughing. But none of Yin's words reached the Hashira or Kazuki, as they were busy laughing away, chatting to themselves about the hentai club. And Yin, the girl, sighed, knowing that nobody was going to listen to her. She leans back down to pick up the last remaining clothes, but just as she picks up a hoodie, a small folded white note slips out of the hoodie. Yin wonders as to what the note was. Picked it up. Also, she unfolds the note and reads the contents. What was inside made her eyes widen as her blood went cold. It was a photograph picture taken of a group of people, but it wasn't just any group of people. It was everyone that was present. The Hashira, the Kazuki, Tanjiro, and Zenitsu, and even Yin. The photograph picture was taken as the Hashira and Kazuki were laughing at Yin. Tanjiro and Zenitsu seemed to be joining in. But what begs the question was, who took this creepy photo? Before the photo was something written in pen. Congratulations, our beloved. You've done well. Done well? Done well? The note shakes in Yin's hand. What the hell does done well even mean? It has to be with that unknown person. Only they would reference me as darling. Judging from the angle where the picture was taken from, it was at a distance. To her left, Yin abruptly turns to the distance and found no suspects. Yin crumbles the note in her hand, feeling both anger and fear. With all the dropped clothes in the bag, Yin makes her way to the Hashira and Kazuki with some questions. You're okay, right, Yin? Tanjiro notices Yin suddenly change in demeanor as she makes her way to the 2 groups. Are you upset that one of them threw the bag at you? Zenitsu glares from Yin to the others. I can have Tanjiro go over and give them a good scolding. Why me? Tanjiro makes a face, but Yin remains silent as the 2 Commodores members bicker. You. Tengen notices Yin approaching. The corner of his lips curled into a smile as he thought of the photography club, but his smile has disappeared when he sees the girl's expression. Whose bag is this? Yin holds out the shopping bag full of clothes. Tengen blinks at Yin. It was the first time seeing such an odd side of her before. He was strangely suspicious. He looked down at the bag and remembers that it was one of Shinobu's. But just as his mouth opens to answer, Daki intervenes. Ew, that hoodie is so not it. Even bought such an ugly thing. Was it Mitsuri? It's mine. Thank you very much. Shinotsu cuts off Daki off with a smile. And I clearly remembered telling Geyo. I spelled gay. Genya. No, wait, I forgot it's Geyo. Oh my god. That if he were to drop even a single bag, I'd murder him. Shinobu turns to Geyo, grinning. So would you care to explain why Yin had to pick up my shopping bag? Geyo blankly glares at Shinobu, to Yin, then to the shopping bag in the girl's hands. I threw it, he simply says. Really wish none of the Kazuki dodged it. Of course you were aiming at us, Akaza scoffs. You were the one who hit my yin. Doma snickered. Snickers. The two groups suddenly go back to bickering, making Yin sigh. Shinobu turns back to Yin, noticing her changing composure. Are you okay, Yin? Shinobu asks. I'll make sure to give Giyu a good lecture. No, I'm fine. Yin glares in the direction where she recalled the photo being taken. She swallows nervously as she hands Shinobu the shopping bag. I think I'm going to go home. I had enough shopping for today. Aw, but it was just getting better now that I'm here. But Doma pouts, leaning over Shinobu's shoulder. Shinobu throws an upcut directly under the boy's chin, sending him stumbling back onto Yin. I really wanted to eat croissants with you, Yin-chan. Zenitsu deflates a little. Are you feeling unwell? Do you want us to take you home, Yin? Tanjiro worriedly asks. The girl shakes her head no, plastering on a smile. You two should go enjoy yourselves. Yin replies. Go have fun with the others. I'll see you two in school. With that, as quick as her little mall trip started, it was quick to end as Yin speed walks off to her own with her own shopping bags in hand, almost as if she was in a rush. Tanjiro and Zenitsu didn't actually understand why Yin was so quick to leave. Maybe she couldn't stand being teased by the Hashira and Kazuki. Despite that, the two boys thought of. At the corner of the Hashira's and Kazuki's eyes, they all noticed the female first year starting off. Their bickering paused for a moment, but was quick to resume, and since Yin was now gone, they didn't really need to hold back in fear about seeing the bad side of all of them. Their bickering escalated dramatically. Please stop! Tanjiro tries to defuse the situation, but his words have no effect. In the end, the Hashira, Kizuki, Tanjiro, and Zenitsu were all kicked out of the mall for being a public disturbance. Nevertheless, despite Yin being up and about out of all the mall, ever since she's gotten that creepy note and that disturbing photo, she still couldn't shake this ominous, uneasing feeling that she was being watched from a distance. Is anyone missing out on Taisho era secrets? Cause here one is. Apparently, Sanemi and Kane, which is Shinobu's older sister, have more than just a friend relationship in the novels. I read them and I know. But anyways, this did get technically a little dark. But next time I will be previewing tomorrow's episode. Episode 12, Student Council.